Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video of my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over an NBA game for Friday, December 10th, 2021. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And if for some reason you're curious to know who I'm picking these games, you have to join my Patreon. My picks are always in writing, underlined, and italicized. For more information on that, please read the description of this video. I wish you guys the best of luck in yo picks today. Let's go ahead and get to the game. We're going to be looking at the Brooklyn Nets versus Atlanta Hawks. So the way I have my numbers set up here is I have my daily numbers on this side of the screen. Date numerology, Gregorian, Hebrew calendar. And then on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers. Numbers specific to the game. So for example, up top is the away team, their coach's record, their season record, their road record, any other notes I may add to it if they were like on a winning streak or a losing streak, things like that. In the middle is the head-to-head all-time between the two teams, as well as regular season, as well as this season in particular. And then at the bottom is the home team, their season record, their home record, their coach's record, and anything else I want to add to it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll start with the home team. I'll give out a reason why the home team could win this game, what some numbers to look for or to look out for if you're doing your own decode. And then we'll go over some numbers for the away team. What numbers stick out for the away team to win this game? So let's start with the Hawks. For Hawks to win this game, they can get their 14th win for the season on a day with 43. Date numerology for the Gregorian. 43 is the 14th prime number. It's a day with 9 date numerology on the Gregorian. Nets can get their 9th loss for the season, as they sit on 9 road wins for the season with the loss. And the Hawks, they can get their 9th home win for the season to go with, as they get their 14th win for the season, today with 9 and 43 date numerology. 43 the 14th prime number. There's also 27 and 63 date numerology on the Gregorian, and the Hawks can get some revenge, even the score 1-1 head-to-head against the Nets for the season with the win. And the number 11, 1-1, 11, sums to 27 and 63, today with 27 and 63 date numerology, along with 43 and 9 date numerology. So it kind of just hits all 4 numbers on the Gregorian if the Hawks were to win this game. Hawks can also pick up their 103rd regular season head-to-head win against the Nets. 103 mathematically is the 27th prime number, 27 date numerology. The number 11 sums to 27. They could become 1-1 head-to-head against the Nets for the season in their second of 3 games for the season. And then all the 9s that are on the board in favor of Hawks. So those would be some numbers I would favor for the Hawks. Also, one last thing, you could look at it being the 193rd all-time head-to-head matchup between these two teams. And if you just take the words Atlanta Hawks sums to 193, so maybe that's a good thing for them. Maybe in the 193rd all-time head-to-head matchup, Atlanta Hawks wins the head-to-head game. So you can say that if you wanted to. I think that's it for the Hawks side. Let's go ahead and look at the Nets. So if the Nets were going to win this game, I would just blame it on the number 13. Nets, it's their 13th away game. Hawks, it's their 13th home game. Hawks coach, 1,313th regular season game for his career, 13-13. Hawks can become 13-13 for a season record with a loss. Hawks can become 8-5, like 85, at home for a season record with a loss, as Nets get their 85th regular season head-to-head win against the Hawks to go with. And the number 103 was in favor for the Hawks, but it could be in favor for the Nets. They can get their 10th road win and become 10-3, like 103. And mathematically, 103 is the 27th prime number, 27 date numerology on the Gregorian. And this is the 26th game for the Nets, 26th game for the Hawks. And the Nets can up the series 2-0 head-to-head against the Hawks with the win, like 20. And 20 sums to 26. And then one last thing that can favor the Nets would be the Hawks coach. Hawks coach, if he loses, he would become 7-01 and 6-12 for a regular season record in his career. 701, 612. Mathematically, 701 is the 126th prime number, which is basically just an anagram of 612. So it could be 701, 612, 701, the 126th prime, just an anagram of 612. I don't know, maybe there's some similarity there for him to do that. Their star player, his name sums to 126, so I don't know, maybe it's just a thing for the Hawks. That number could translate into the coach, and then in his 13th regular season game, they go 13-13. So those would be the two signs for the Nets and the Hawks. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives you some insight to the game. Adds on top of the decode that you've already been doing, or maybe this is a jump start to add on top of. Either way, I wish you the best of luck on your picks. Hopefully you win everything that you bet on, and I really appreciate you watching this video. Thanks for the support.